Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a PhET simulation, and this PhET simulation is on density. So here's what you're going to do. The first thing you're going to look to do is log on to Schoology. You're going to go to my website on physical science, go to the week 6 day 4 folder, and you're going to click the link on the density PhET sim. You're going to do this twice. The first time you click on the link, it'll take you to like a web page within Schoology. The second time you click on the link, it'll actually take you to the PhET site, which is like a University of Colorado thing. Now, you'll probably get an error message when you do this for the first time. It'll say something about Adobe Flash. You can just tap right on Adobe Flash and it should just like pop up a separate little pop-up, be like, are you sure you want to allow Adobe Flash? And then you click allow or okay or something like that. And then it should just go right to the site. So if you see a little error message, that doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means you have to click it again. For some reason, the school blocks Adobe Flash. I don't know why. I'm not giving you a virus. This is done by a university, so they know what they're doing. Okay, so there are two goals for today. The first goal is to fill out the data table. There's a separate sheet on this. You're going to want to download that sheet into Notability and then use the PhET sim to kind of see if each type of block floats. You're going to want to fill out type, you're going to want to fill out volume and mass. And then what you're going to do after you've got that data table all filled out is you're going to want to use the graph that we have for you to graph all the block types with their mass and volume. So here's kind of what one example of your data table could look like. If you do a bar graph, notice that I've got volume on the bottom and mass on the sides. Another thing you could do is you could also graph it like this. Notice how I'm using a different color for each different type of material that I'm using, and I've got a legend or a little key on the side in both cases. So these are two different ways you could do it. Up to you which you think looks better, which you're more comfortable with. Also, these might not be accurate, so please don't just copy these down. Please actually do the lab. And then here's another thing I wanted to show you. On the left here, we have a block, and on the right here, we have a block. What you'll be able to see here is that the block on the left is floating. You can see that because it's not sinking, it's not hitting the ground. And the block on the right here is sinking, it's not floating. What you'll notice about these densities that's different, notice how for the one on the left here, the density is 0.99. It turns out that anything that's less than 1 will float in water, versus over here we've got 1.01. Notice that it's greater than 1, so now it's going to sink in water. That's true for anything. Anything that has a density of less than 1 will float. Anything that has a density greater than 1 will sink when it comes to water. Great. So, and then that's just showing you that it floats and it sinks. Awesome. What I wanted to move on to now is actually showing you the sheet that you're going to do. So here's where you can graph your data table. One of the things you might notice is that this graph paper is a little bit different than the one that I have on the PowerPoint. So your spacing might look just a little bit different. Here's the data table. So for the data table, we give you volumes of 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 liters. So what you're going to want to do is on the PhET sim, you're going to want to make sure your block is at 2 liters, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10, and then record the mass, and then just record yes or no, does it float? So the data table shouldn't take you very long. And then below we have these 5 analysis questions. You don't have to answer these 5 analysis questions on your sheet. What you're going to do is you're going to answer those analysis questions on a separate little Schoology quiz, and that'll be how you get the points for today. So to get the points for today, you're going to do a 5-question analysis. For tomorrow, we'll have you actually turn in your graph, and you can show that to me. Sound good? Great. Hope you guys have fun with this. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Please take care. Bye-bye.